Hey everyone, and welcome to the stream. My name is Raymond, and I'm a game developer and the creator of The Street King. Now, I spent almost the past decade alone just working on this one project. So this game has gone through a ton throughout the past around 8 or so years. So I started off working on this way back when I was still not even an adult yet, and then I spent a lot of time working on it, released the game, and then spent some more time updating the game, and so a lot has changed with this game. Now in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is trying to beat my own game as fast as possible. So I'm going to be going through this with a lot of prior knowledge about how the game works, obviously since I developed this game, but I'm also going to be skipping all of the cutscenes and stuff like that just to get the fastest time possible. Okay, and so as soon as I press a button, that's when we're going to start the timer. So, ready, set, go. So I'm going to try and beat the tutorial as fast as possible, and same goes for all the other levels, so I'm just going to be mashing the A button every time we get to like a cutscene or a tips menu, just so we can skip that as fast as possible. As soon as this cutscene ends, I'm going to mark the split for the tutorial. And once that happens, I'm actually just going to mash A again, just so we can buy the first car and start going out into the world as fast as possible. So there's the tutorial. Now I'm going to mash A. And so what that did was that purchased the first car and brought us back out into the world as fast as possible.
Bruh.
Whoa, that guy just got in my way. That was a bit of a time loss. I think the Switch Pro controller should work with, what's it called? With Android and iOS devices. I think actually recently iOS just got an update that allowed those controllers to work with it. So before, Switch Pro controllers actually would not work with iOS devices, but I think the latest iOS update fixed that. Oh no, that was a very bad turn. I honestly have no idea how long this speedrun is going to take, so hopefully I'm not going to be stuck here forever.
One eternity later.
Okay, and I think the best thing to do after this race is actually use the reset car button, because we're gonna have to make a U-turn, and so it's faster to use that button than it is to actually just stop manually, so... Alright. And so Jordan just brakes immediately at the beginning of this race, since I didn't want him to run away from the player, but that makes it so that we can easily overtake. Although at this point we're actually almost already all the way back to the city, so we might as well do that if we don't find any cops. Oh, there's a cop. Alright, and there's the first chase challenge completed, so now we can make our way on to the next race. I think the hardest races in Tier 1 are actually going to be the boss races, which makes sense, but we're going to have a pretty underpowered car going into those because we've spent zero money upgrading this, and this is completely stock still. Okay, now on to the next race, which is going to be our first getaway challenge. Hopefully we can lose the cops in those rocks. Here, I think we can cut pretty deep across the dirt as well. And I think by doing that, we actually have managed to avoid that cop spawn. So there's supposed to be one more cop spawn there, but that route that I took managed to get rid of them. And so because of that, we're going to be able to start the next race pretty quickly. I'm going to have to get him in the corners. Or hope that he makes a mistake, I guess. Like that. And Seiji has crashed, which is good. We're able to pass him now. This jump is a bit fun, so instead of using the handbrake to make this turn, we're actually just going to turn slightly before the jump, like that, so that our car gets a bit of rotation and is able to drift through the turn. And there's Tier 1. So now we're going to jump back to the garage, go to the showroom, and purchase the bullet. So where is the bullet? There we are. And now we're going to start the first Tier 2 race. Acceleration with the bullet is pretty good early on. Gets us the lead very quickly. Gonna be a little aggressive with the overtake.
He didn't slam into you, he didn't bump you, he didn't nudge you, he rubbed you. And Rubbin's son is racing.
This jump we're going to have to slow down a lot on just so we don't slam into that covered bridge right there and lose a lot of time. I think we both tried to cut the apex of the turn a little too early. And oh no! And a lot of this race is just a straightaway, so we're probably gonna have to catch them pretty soon, otherwise we might not. Ooh, that was not good. Okay, I'm just gonna restart. I don't think that we can make up there. I did not mean to spin out my opponent, but they just cut in front of me, so that's not really my fault. I think Left Turn Legend is probably the harder of the two races. And yes, I did actually make an entire game just from the name Left Turn Legend. And now Bert is going to fly past me with that straight line speed. But another corner, another chance for us to overtake on the outside. And he's going to spin me. That's great. Oh gosh, he is fast. Oh wow. Okay, so we're gonna have to restart that boss. Oh, that turn was not good at all. Oh no. And I think they're going to just wreck each other, so... I worked out in our favor. Cut through here, and that's going to be faster. And I accidentally tagged Takuma, so... whatever. I'm gonna waste.
Do it again.
Oh, there, we just turned Takuma again. And there's Tier 2. This next race, I think, is Dirty Dash, where we actually have an AI with the new Stallion RSX, which was just added in the most recent update a few days ago. Oh. Land it, land it, land it. Yeah, we're so much faster now than the last time we drove through this road. On the speed camera, you can see we almost hit 150. Yeah, you might notice that sometimes right at the start of the race, I hit the handbrake. That's because I'm mashing the A button to start the race as soon as possible. And A is also the handbrake, so when the race starts, if I'm still pressing A, I'll get the handbrake very briefly. Did not mean to hit the wall there. Okay, now it's time for the ultimate downhill. The last of the 3-part Toge races. And this one, as you'll soon see, is going to be raining. Surprise attack comes after the ultimate downhill. Alright, thanks for the information. Yep, so that's going to be a getaway race, which means that it's another potential race to use if we ever need a cop to spawn for a chase challenge. Alright, yep, here's surprise attack. And immediately wreck the cops at the beginning just so they don't...
Hello there.
Okay. I think this is a wall that we should just wall ride, yeah. Making pretty good progress through Tier 3 though. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the side because I don't know what's gonna happen in that barn, yeah. They were trying to push through with 3 of them at the same time, and oh, they slowed way down there. Ooh, I overshot that turn a lot. So did Leadfoot though. So Horsepower Hustle was removed from the game, and Surf Shimmy still appears in exactly one race. I'll point it out when we get there. And Eli just ran me up into the wall there. Okay, and he crashes. That crop duster really just did a barrel roll after Eli crashed and died. He just emoted on him. Oh no. How did I not wreck on those two traffic cars there, but then I hit the bus? And we do not want to lose them that quickly. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's rough. There's another roadblock here. Oh no. I think we got arrested. Yeah. This one chase challenge is giving me a lot of trouble. Alright, there's the next chase challenge done, and we have to do the next race now. Three of the least patriotic Americans here. And we need to make sure to avoid the SWAT vans that come and spawn in here. Oh no. I think we'll have to restart the race there. That probably killed our run. That it plays in the entire game, just this one specific race. Since I wanted this race to have something a bit unique. Oh gosh. Yeah, those guys are kind of scary. Fun fact, the beginning of this race is actually identical to the tutorial, except this cop car right here is replaced with a faster one in this level as opposed to the tutorial. And also the tutorial takes place during the day while this is at midnight. Ah, I hit the spike strip. That was pretty bad. We're gonna have to restart this race. I think we need to catch B and get a pretty big lead before the straightaway, because B's straight line speed and top end is just much better than ours. We top out at 200, which is pretty good, but I think B's even faster, and her acceleration's much better too, so she's gonna get there before we do. Okay, I think we're going to want to... Do we want to switch over to the left side or stay on the right? I think we actually want to switch to the left. Yeah, because there's a roadblock over on the right side. And then we want to switch back over to the right at this intersection. Yeah. And there is Tier 3. Oh, we still need to lose the cop suit. Okay, by the time we get to Tier 5, though, we're actually going to be set to max out this car. This is against Logan, who is no relation to a YouTuber of the same name. Especially not regarding the fact that he's spoiled rich. So Danilo asked what my advice is for someone starting from the bottom with game development. And I'd say, pick a project that's small. Don't do what I did and make a game that you have to spend almost 10 years working on. When you're first starting with game dev and learning things, it can be really easy to get discouraged if you pick a project that's too big and just way too much work. And I think a very important part of making sure that doesn't happen is managing your expectations. Making sure that your project isn't something that's absolutely going to just burn you out with work. I don't think your first project should be something you spend long on at all. It should be like a week at max. Oh no. It's like Haley made the exact same mistake as us. So lazy missions, I think the biggest tricks with the speedrun are just like well, there's a few small tricks, I guess. So like skipping cutscenes and stuff like that. Trying to go to the garage as infrequently as possible, because every time you go to the garage, you're going to have to wait for the cutscene, and also you'll end up being teleported probably away from the next race. Making sure to be very smart with money, because since this is a speedrun, you don't want to have to grind and repeat races if you can at all avoid it. I'm actually wondering if it's better to maybe buy a car for Tier 5 now that I think of it, because the time spent buying the car might be more than made up for by just how much faster that car is. I don't know, because I'm realizing now that we're getting quite a lot of money out of these races, and that we might actually be earning enough that we can afford to spend more and not just be forced to complete the whole run in the bullet. So JMI asked why we can just race the bosses again if we already beat them in King Mode and took their car. And I guess in terms of like the in-game lore, so to speak, the way I think of it is anytime you repeat a race, it's not actually canon to the game. So in terms of what actually happens in-game, you do every race exactly one time, you never repeat them. But you can just play the race again just for fun and to earn money, and that's not really part of the canon, that's just there, so the game has some more replay value. Ah, another crash. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I am using the automatic transmission in-game. I guess theoretically you could maybe actually do things a little better with the manual, but I don't know, I just felt like I don't think I would be good enough to really make use of it too much.
Do a barrel roll! 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 Do a barrel roll!
Here's race 2 against Logan. So Elred Killer asked what I'm studying in college. I'm doing computer science, so probably not too hard to guess given that I got my start in programming with game development, and that's something I've been interested in ever since. I'm just gonna drive around on the sand for a bit. Okay, this might be a really bad idea, but I'm going to step away from the computer for a moment. Okay, I'm really glad that I didn't get arrested because I was actually fully away from the stream and everything for a moment there. Oh, we got the same song there. And I just absolutely dumped Spike there. Oh my gosh. I do not remember those cops there. I think you want to head to the right side here. Avoid them. Cut back to the middle to go through there. Yep. Oh my gosh, why is it playing this song so much? No, I don't think the audio is actually broken. I just realized that it's probably supposed to play the same song on these races, and I just forgot I did that. Okay, here I think I want to cut to the left, because there's going to be a roadblock on the right side. Then, after that roadblock, I want to slow down and then cut back to the right again. Oh my gosh, this is not a good approach angle. That was pretty bad. It's okay. Okay, there's tier 4 done. me just going through the middle of them there. Oh my gosh, these brakes are so much nicer now. Ghost Gaming says this is the most American track in the game. Yeah, I guess this is only left turns, and it's pretty fast-paced too.
Go in a circle! Go in a circle! Go in a circle! Advertise stuff! Advertise stuff! Go in a circle!
This car's acceleration is so good. There's wall braking. You know, I'm really curious to see someone like actually develop some more in-depth speedrun strategies for this game though, where they actually try and plan out a route and everything, you know, make use of things like police chases and getting arrested and teleporting you to a different location, stuff like that. Oh, did they just turn each other? Yeah, I think Boris just spun Michael out. Ow. That was a very sloppy turn. Okay, slipping away is next. And then I think it's Dusty Destination. Yeah, so people asking how long I've spent developing this game. It's been pretty much around 8-ish years, so almost a decade at this point. I think there's some cops here, yep. And then there's a big SWAT van coming. Oh my gosh. Okay, I did not play my cards very well there. I think I needed to go over to the left side of the road to avoid the SWAT van. Okay, yeah, so really what I should have done there is immediately restarted the race so that I would have cops on me. Okay, but that actually doesn't even matter. This is better. Okay, so we got a random cop spawn. Okay, so we need a $25,000 fine, so that's going to be a lot of ramming. Might want to make my way over to a repair shop though, because this car is pretty beat up right now. Alright. Oh no, this guy just wrecked me. Come on. I think he just absolutely destroyed those cops. Yeah, this guy just slammed him out the way like nobody's business. I'll take it. Yeah, it's been so long since I made this race that I don't even remember what's going on and when they're going to appear. Yeah, the problem isn't that the 15-minute chase challenge is difficult, it's just that it takes so long, especially in the speed run. It's just such a big chunk of time, but since skipping isn't allowed, okay, finally. Dang, I love when spam bots invade my chat. Oh my gosh, why are there so many cops here? Why are there so many cops here? There's another one in front of me. I think after this it's the countryside, and then the final one is the mountains. what? Hitting that roadblock there is actually might be a time save, because if you hit it on the first lap, then in later laps when you encounter that roadblock again, it's already going to be busted open, so you can just fly through it. Alright, so these cops are actually able to catch me now since they're so fast. Wall breaks that they shoot past me. Yeah, I guess a lot of the tier 5 races in general could be considered bosses. A lot of air time we got there. This race is pretty difficult to do if you don't know the cop spawn locations. You basically have to memorize them in order to do well. That part's kind of tricky. Oh no. Barely clipped the pole there. I think here I'm gonna go to the left, cross back over to the right, here, cut to the right. Oh my gosh. I think I see the news helicopter up there. Yeah, we just overtook the news helicopter. Slow down a lot here. Okay, so across the bridge is after being in the countryside. Oh yeah, I remember this race was updated in the 80s update so that both of the cars of your opponents are 80s cars now. That's why I play some 80s update music as well. Are we coming up on the last chase challenge now? Yes, we are. Okay, so this one I'm going to go to Queen of the City and start that race to get the cops. Okay, now we can quit this. And time for a 15-minute chase. Alright, there we go. Chase challenge done. Okay, I think I should focus on driving more. I'm running into everything right now. It'd be kind of funny if there was a peaceful mode you could turn on in this game to make cops despawn like in Minecraft. Alright, final 3 races in the game. So yeah, the last few races definitely take the time up a lot. So I wanted them to be epic, long, drawn-out battles, so... Yeah, I'm not actually sure if anyone else has speedrun this game before. I just thought it'd be fun to try it. I'm a bit nervous for the final race, to be honest, since I'm not sure if I can actually beat it first try, so we'll have to just wait and see how that goes. Who do I think is better between Brian and Otto? I'm actually not sure. I think they're pretty evenly matched for the most part. Brian right now is giving me a fight. Putting up a really good fight. Keep pulling up beside me. Oh, until that happened. And also, I know that it's possible to beat the final race without repairs, but I don't think I'm going to try and risk it, since if I wreck, it's just going to be a repeat of the entire 10-minute race, and in a speedrun, that's just so bad to have to repeat such a long race. Alright, it's time for the final race in the game. And for that, I'm actually going to mark another split on the speedrun, so there's going to be one split just for the final race. Okay, let's hope that I'm able to beat this first try. So I think I'm aiming to hit 1 or 2 repair shops. So the first one is the one in the countryside, possibly, and then the second one is going to be the one in the mountains near the Rocky Summit parking area. That traffic car stopped at just the right spot to block me. And these guys got in the way, and Raymond got through. That's great. Alright, so now we're gonna have to play catch up. Okay. Oh, now we're in the back, which is not ideal. I want to be leading if I can. Can I spin him? Looks like I can't. Oh my gosh! That cop just took him out. You know what? Thank you, random cop. Ah, who put that there? Okay, you know what? At least they caught the other guy in it, so... Ah, no. That spun me. And he wrecked. Okay, you know what? We're still in the lead. That's what's important. Alright, take the repair. I know that's a lot of time lost, but I just don't want to risk wrecking on accident. And also this means I can be a lot less careful with wall riding and stuff. Yeah, that part you just need a lot of speed coming out of the barn, otherwise the cops will catch you. Oh no. I think I should have just reset earlier. And we're in second now. Yeah. I'm hoping we can run him down in the mountains. It'd be nice if we could catch up before then too, though. Ow. Okay, we got the lead back. That's what's important. It's gonna be a SWAT van coming up, so I'm just gonna hit the wall. That's... yeah. Alright, I have a pretty sizable lead at least. I'm gonna go wide here to avoid the roadblock entirely. Alright, see him catching back up. He's a little scary. Alright, he's not too close though. He got this. Alright, GG's. This is it. Alright, let's go. There's the final race. Whew. That was a marathon. 5 hours, 12 minutes, 32 seconds. It's my final time. Woo, let's go. Alright, now I'm just curious, what's my in-game time? Alright, so 5 hours, 10 minutes in-game. I guess some of the loading time wasn't counted in-game, so that makes sense. Whew, first try on the final race, let's go. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time.